Thanks, Eric, very much. Good to go, Ryan?
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I'll call this meeting of the Lawrence County Board of Commissioners to order. It's our regular weekly meeting. Today is Tuesday, August 26th of 2025. Appreciate all of you joining us. I'll note for the record that the meeting is being live streamed and recorded, and would ask if you have any type of an electronic communication device, if you'd be kind enough to put it on vibrate or silent. We'd appreciate that courtesy. We always begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we'll remain standing for a moment of silence. And Commissioner Sonata, could you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We'll have a brief moment of silence. Thank you all very much. Ryan, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sonato?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here. We have a quorum. All three commissioners are present. We're able to transact our business. Hopefully everybody got an agenda. I assume there are some over there if anybody needs one. And the documents to which we will be referring today will be available if anybody wishes to see them. We always set aside time during our meeting if any of our elected row officers wish to speak. Two of them are with us today. Now, they're both on the agenda for other items, but as a courtesy, obviously, we want to see if they have anything over and above what's on the agenda. Treasurer Rapone, anything?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you in a few minutes. And Controller Prestipine?
Nope, just a bit over.
Thank you very much. That takes us to public comment. We set aside two opportunities during the meeting for public comment, one at the beginning and one at the end of the meeting. If you're wishing to make a public comment, you're welcome to speak both times. If you only want to speak once, that's fine. Or if you're just here to listen, that's equally fine. If you do wish to speak, we ask that your comments be related to county government matters. And that if you could, as a courtesy to everybody's schedule, try to limit your time to about 5 minutes or so. We would appreciate that. So that being said, I'll open the floor. If you have a comment to make, if you could state your name for the record, and we'll listen to what you have to say. Any public comment at this time? I hear none, but once again, before we adjourn, we'll reopen it in case someone wishes to speak at that time. Next is fiscal and contractual, and today we will be opening bids. Please bear with me just 1 second. Here we are. We're going to be opening bids for the Lawrence County Corrections Elevator Modernization Project. Bids were advertised, I believe, twice in the Newcastle News, and the deadline for submission of the bids was August 22 at 3 p.m. And the legal ad stated that the bids would be open at today's public meeting, which is why County Controller Prestipine is with us. Now, state law stipulates that the jail oversight consists of a 7-member board. 4 of us happen to be here today, the 3 commissioners and the controller. The other 3 members of that board are the president judge, the district attorney, and the sheriff. But on matters like this, the county code requires that the commissioners have the responsibility for taking action on this. We're pleased to see the management staff from the jail with us today. And before I turn it over to Controller Prestipine, I will note that Commissioner Sonata currently chairs the prison board. And the prison board will be meeting in public tomorrow at noon. But correct me if I'm wrong, David, these bids will more than likely be tabled this morning to allow the appropriate personnel to review the bids, and then more than likely, a week from today, they'll come back to the commissioners for us to make a decision in terms of to whom we award. I hope I stated that correctly. Thank you. But since Mr. Sonata chairs the prison board, I think it's only appropriate that we allow him any opportunity for any comments you wish to make, Chris.
I think you expressed it. We've been waiting for this. This is the elevator, and it's something that's sometimes becoming. Lord, thank you for your efforts. I know you put a lot of time, you and your staff, in getting this done. So I look forward to this. Hopefully, I'm ready.
Well, we'll soon find out. Mr. Kennedy, since you're a member of the prison board as well, any comments?
No, it's just we need to get this done. So, it's the main thing.
Warden, anything before we open the bids?
Nothing additional, Commissioner.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing your colleagues with you. We utilize the Penn bid system, which is a legal system. It's utilized for opening bids. It's more high-tech than opening paper envelopes. And Mr. Prestipine, in his role as controller, oversees this process, which we appreciate very much. So David, can you tell us how many bids have been
We
received?
received 4 bids.
And would you mind proceeding with the opening of those bids?
Yes, the 4 bids were from Eastern Elevator Service and Sales Company, which is out of Windber, Pennsylvania. Wright Elevator Company, which is out of Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Schindler Elevator, which I believe is a national company, but they have an office in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And TKE, which I believe is also a national company with an office in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So. Okay, I got Eastern Elevator Service and Sales Company. Their bid is $441,766.08. The Wright Elevator Company, $284,400. Schindler Elevator, $275,000. And TKE is $236,899.10.
David, thank you for opening them and entering those dollar amounts into the record. Before I accept a motion for us to table these, any comments, Chris?
To control Prestipine, these are all reputable companies from which you,
As far as I know, yes.
you say Schindler and TK are national
Yes.
companies. You're familiar with these companies?
They're all represented.
They're all
Very good.
Okay, I'm just curious, some of these names I hadn't heard. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Kennedy, any questions?
My main concern is we all apples for apples, and I'm sure these gentlemen will look it over, give us suggestions, but the spread of them, 3 are pretty close, but we can get that one that's way out there.
Well, and as you correctly stated, Dan, this is why we'll table these bids, give the warden and all other appropriate parties who are involved in this project the opportunity to review them, and then whenever you've done that and you're ready to come back to us, just let us know so we can get it back on the agenda. Dave, any final comments on your part?
No.
Okay. Well, from my colleagues, may I have a motion, please, to table these bids?
I'll make the motion to table the bids.
I'll second.
Thank you both. Quick roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Dave, thank you as always.
No problem.
Gentlemen, anything else from the jail while you're here?
No, Commissioner, thank you.
You're welcome to stay, all of you, but if you have to move along, we certainly understand. And as we noted, the prison board will meet in this room tomorrow at 12 noon, public meeting. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, General.
Moving along, each week the controller's office submits to us check reconciliation registers, which are also known as warrant registers, which are listings of all of the bills that have been paid by the controller's office in cooperation with the treasurer's office as well. These warrant registers are dated August 14, 15, and 20. And I'll give my colleagues some time to look them over, if you don't already have the chance to do so. And whenever you're ready, I could entertain a motion to accept these documents.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I thank you both, and if there are no questions, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Ryan. Next on the agenda, the minutes of our meeting that was held on August 21, which was last Thursday. I'll give my colleagues time to look them over, and I'll accept a motion for us to adopt the minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from August 21st.
I'll second your motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there are no questions, we'll have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Before we move on to Commissioner reports and comments, I do want to note, and I see a few folks in the audience, I think, who are interested in the proposed roofing / energy proposals that we've been talking about. And we had thought that today they were going to be brought before us for a vote. You requested a little more time for consultation with some folks. Partly, and I'll say it, I don't want to embarrass you in any way. This gentleman's been a little bit under the weather the last few days and had to miss work.
And Solicitor Madore wanted a little bit more time. He had done an initial review. We had all done our initial review, and he requested a little more time to go through them with a little fine tooth comb.
And he was also under the
Yes.
weather part of last week. That's what prompted us to have to forego action today. So, is it possible they may be on
I
next
would
week?
think next week. I don't want to put a timeline on Jason, but as soon he has them, as soon as he gives us the green light, we'll move forward.
I'm sensitive to the fact that technically I'm not supposed to talk about the health of our employees, so I hope I didn't embarrass you.
No, it takes a lot more than that.
Okay, I appreciate your understanding. And I appreciate people's patience. Thank you. Commissioner reports and comments. Today, Mr. Sonata, you get to go first.
Well, I was out of town, so I really didn't have a chance to attend much, but I do want to give my sympathy to the real Pratt family. I knew Judge Pratt as a legislator, and I knew him as a judge, and he was a gentleman in our community, and I give my deep sympathy to the family. I had an opportunity to see him last year. They had a luncheon and he was there and he looked good and, he was a gentleman and, he served the community well as a legislator and as a judge. So that's my comment for today.
Thank you, Chris. And you were out of town. I think you may have heard or read that we did lower the flags at
Yes.
half-staff for, I believe it's, yeah,
Send it back to you, 100% support. Thank you.
welcome back. Commissioner Kennedy, you're next today.
The only really thing I have is, you and I went to CCAP last week down at Seven Springs, pretty productive week. We got back here on Wednesday, so we could have a meeting on Thursday and clean some of this stuff up, so it's a pretty good week for us.
I would agree with you. Thank you. The only couple quick comments I'll make are that this past Sunday, I had the privilege of attending a ceremony in the borough of Elwood City, specifically in Ewing Park. The American Legion held a very fascinating ceremony commemorating the VE Day, Victory in Europe Day, the 80th anniversary of the end of our involvement in the European theater of World War II. And they took the time to read each name of servicemen from the Elwood City area who died during World War II, of which there was either 125 or 127. And they read each name and they rang a bell each time the name was read. It was a very moving ceremony. I commend the folks at the Legion for doing that. Also, this coming Friday, we've been invited annually. The Beaver Lawrence Farm Bureau holds a tour of a facility in the two counties that tie in with agriculture. And this year it's Lawrence County's turn, and the function will be taking place at is it Mitchell Tree Brothers? That's what they refer to as Mitchell Tree Brothers operation, which is a lumbering operation. Do I have that right? How would you define that? Lumber and sawmill. And it's located in Pulaski Township, right on the county line. In fact, I think some of their operations spill over into Mercer County, but they're based in Pulaski Township. So we'll be heading up to that on Friday. It's always you learn a lot at those functions. So that's all I have. And we'll move on now to new business. Ryan, what's the number of the first resolution we're going to look at?
265.
Thank you. This is resolution 265, and our treasurer, Richard Rapone, is bringing this to our attention. Rich, thank you for coming down to meet with us today.
You're very welcome.
We do this every year. And we appreciate your putting this together in such a manner that it gives us a real good opportunity to see the due dates for the collection of. And by the way, there might be a misprint on our copy. You may not have it in front of you, Rich. I think up at the top, that should say 2026 real estate taxes instead of 2025. Now, later in our,
Oh,
That's what mine says, 2026.
Ours says 20.
we have to correct ours. So we'll make ours state 2026. That's what you're here to talk about.
So,
And I'll turn it over to you, Rich, to give us all the details, if
thank you
you
very
would,
much. Good
please.
morning. As you know, it's that time of year when we started preparing for the 2026 county tax bill. And one of the first things we do is we need a resolution from the Board of Commissioners approving the due dates that we're putting forth, and that's what this is all about. So that gets the process going. We have the 22 venues for the Lawrence County tax outreach schedule. That's already to go as well too. So we just need this part of it done, and then we will be ready to proceed.
Well, thank you for that, and I'll note, as you spelled out, and a large part of this, we're governed by the county code in terms of how we have to do it. The when, we have a little bit of flexibility. Am I
By law,
right?
we have to have the bills out by March 1st. Historically, we've had them out anywhere from the second, third week of February, which helps to generate revenue for the county early.
So what you've proposed to us is next year in 2026, the end of the discount period. This involves county real estate taxes. want to be clear about this. We're talking only county real estate taxes, not municipal, not school districts, strictly county. The discount period will expire on Friday, May 1 of next year. The end of the face period would be Monday, July 6th, and then the penalty period will end on Thursday, December 31 of 2026. We also, Pennsylvania law permits this, we do send out interim bills. Your office works with the assessor's office for interim bills. And the discount period for spring interim bills would be June 1. Face period for spring interim bills, August 3. That should be 2026. And then penalty period for interim bills for the spring would be December 31. For August interim bills, discount Friday, October 2. Face period, Wednesday, December 2, and the penalty period, as with all the others, would be Thursday, December 31. Does that all sound correct to
Sure
you?
does, yes.
Okay. Well, again, Rich, we appreciate your bringing this to our attention so that we can take action on it and implement it, and then you go forward with what you and your staff have to do. I'm going to see if Commissioner Kennedy has any questions. No. Sir, Mr. Sonato?
None.
Okay, thank you. Rich, anything else before we vote?
Yes, on the back of the doors, you know, historically, we have put an ad for the United Way 211. That's in the center, and every year I ask that, does the board still want to have that listed there, do you want something else? So, because once the stock is printed, the stock is printed, so.
Do you have any objection to continuing with the?
No, I don't, but it's your decision as a board.
Sure.
With the tax bills going out.
I value your recommendation. Chris, any concerns with continuing the 211 ad?
No.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Kennedy?
No.
Okay, then we'll continue with that.
Thank you.
All right. This is Resolution 265. May I have a motion, please?
Go ahead.
I'll make the motion and I'll show you.
I thank you both. If there are no other concerns or questions, we'll ask Ryan to call the roll.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Rich, thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
You're welcome to stay, but I'm sure you have things
I
to do.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You too, sir. Take care. Next on our agenda, you will see that we have a fairly significant number of CYS contracts. Oh, thank you, John. That document's always very helpful. You're handing out. Thank you, sir. What I'd like to ask of my two colleagues, do you have any objection as John goes through these if we wait until the end and maybe, assuming we're in agreement, take one motion to cover all of them? But if you need to pull one out, we can do so. But are you okay with one motion for all? Okay. Well, thank you both. And again, if we have to highlight one and do it separately, we're able to do that. John Bout is our CYS director, and appreciate your taking the time to join us, John. The first proposal, which is Resolution 266, would be alternative living solutions based in Westmoreland County. John, what can you tell us?
Good morning, Commissioners. And if I may, can I just have one moment to introduce Donald Andrews. Mr. Andrews is present today. Mr. Andrews will be moving into the contract monitor position. So you will see him with me over the next many weeks. And then at some point into the future, Mr. Andrews will be serving in our contract monitor position and will at some point come before you himself. But that won't be for some time yet. So I just want you to be familiar.
Prefer Don or Donald or Donnie? What do you like to be called?
Either one's fine with me.
Okay, well, welcome aboard. In fact, and I'll apologize to both of you. We've had a document sitting upstairs that you had submitted to us regarding his work status. We did sign that today. I'm sorry it took so long, but we did sign it. So forgive us I'll take the blame. Welcome, and we look forward to working closely with you, Don.
Thank you.
These are not the most exciting meetings in the world, I assure you. It's a good place to take a nap sometime. But, so no, thank you for introducing Don to us. We appreciate that. So Resolution 266, Alternative Living Solutions in Westmoreland County.
Commissioners, this is a renewal for a group home Their per diem rate is $275 a day. This is a program that I would say just adds to our list of potential resources, but would not be a primary group home. The $274 per diem, know that that is a part of our Act 148 funding. And so 80% of that comes back to us from the state.
John, thank you for that information, and I'm going to ask Commissioner Kennedy if he has any questions.
No.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Sanada?
No.
Okay, thank you so much. Resolution 267 is Pence Run Youth Services based in Clearfield County.
Pence Run, another group home facility. This is a renewal contract. Their rates range from $186.79 a day to $289.55 a day. And again, this is covered through our state budget with an 80-20 split.
Mr. Sanada, any questions?
No.
Mr. Kennedy?
None.
Thank you. Resolution 268, the Phoenix House out of Bucks County.
This is a renewal for a group home. Their rate is $450 a day. Again, this would be a provider because of how the distance we would use as a potential last resort. We're adding as many resources as we can to our potential service array. But again, that $450 a day is an 80-20 share and would only be utilized at the time that we would be court ordered to place somebody there.
Thank you for that background, and I'll see if Mr. Kennedy has any questions. No? Mr. Sanada? No. Okay, thank you. Looks as though the next one, Taylor and Taylor Group Home out of Philadelphia County, is a new contract. Is that correct?
That's correct. This is a new contract for this group home, $402 and 2 cents a day. We have no children placed there. This would be a provider that we utilize, again, as a last resort if we were court ordered to do so.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Sanada, any questions?
No.
Mr. Kennedy?
No.
Okay, thank you. Next, number 270 is the Belmont Harrison Juvenile District, which is based in St. Clairsville, Ohio. But as you discuss this, please comment as to reasons why we're using an out-of-state facility, if you would.
Commissioner, this is a renewal, and this is a JPO contract. We have a representative from juvenile probation
Oh, yes, we do.
that would be maybe better positioned to answer the question and concern in regards to the out-of-state provider.
It's usually Lisa.
It is, she's working with the needs base today.
Oh, well, please give her our best. Do you have anything else to offer on this one?
The only thing I can offer as far as the out-of-state, from the juvenile probation side of things, secure detentions, things like that have become very difficult to locate in this state. Most are now non-secure unless it's a specialized unit. So St. Clairsville has become one of the go-tos that we use most frequently based off of transportation issues.
And I appreciate your pointing that out, and unless I'm mistaken, we have a few other organizations in Ohio that we utilize, and we're permitted to by law. And what's interesting is some of these Ohio facilities are closer. We just did one, the last one was Philadelphia. So my goodness, this is probably, I'm assuming, closer than Philadelphia. So but thank you for clarifying that. Anything else you need to add?
I just wanted to make mention that most are within 2 hours.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So on this one, the Belmont Harrison, Chris, any questions? No, Dan, anything? Okay, thank you. That was number 270. Number 271 is the Summit School based in Allegheny County. Which of you two?
I'm going to defer to my colleague because the CRP program is a juvenile probation program.
Okay. Anything to add on this one?
Not basically, they keep tabs on all the kids that are within the educational setting. Very important resource.
Thank you, and we'll note that it's a renewal. So I'll see if Mr. Kennedy has any questions. Chris, any questions?
Thank you.
Oh, you were doing such a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I could leave them.
Whatever you folks want to do, no, we just involved,
Okay,
JPO, and, I said.
and I apologize, we didn't know there was a meeting today or else we would have been here on time.
That's okay, no, we've got it covered, and,
Okay.
we're just used to seeing Lisa.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, she's working on needs space right now, so,
That's what we were told. No, we're fine.
okay.
Thank you. So I'm sorry, let's see here. Oh, we were talking about the Summit School and it's a renewal. And I think I gave you gentlemen the opportunity for questions, which I don't think there were any. Number 272 is Cornell Abraxas Group, also based in Allegheny County. John, do you handle that or do our friends from JPO handle it?
It's a program, this is a renewal contract. It's a group home that both CYS and JPO can utilize. The rates range from $436.51 up to $800 a day, depending on the particular program. From a CYS perspective, this is a program that we would add to that description of last resort. This is not one of the primary programs that we utilize. I defer to my colleague, because I think JPO potentially utilizes Cornell Abraxas.
We do utilize Cornell Abraxas, I believe, more than CYS. We use a lot of their drug and alcohol program. It's actually located in Marionville. So they have the drug and alcohol, they have the group home, they have males and females. So that's what we use that program for mainly.
Thank you for that information, both of you. Mr. Kennedy, any questions on this one? Mr. Sanada? Thank you, and again, I think if we didn't note, we'll note now that this is a renewal. The next one is Community Alternatives, based here in Lawrence County. It's a renewal. Who's gonna take the lead on this one?
So this is a renewal. We both utilize this. This program is primarily a JPO program, but Community Alternatives does do assessments for us for our foster care and kinship parents. We recommend renewing this contract, but in terms of kind of the other services they provide, I would defer to my colleague.
We use it, it's called a Nurturing Parent Program. It's a program that goes into the homes to work with the families, so we could try not to remove that child from the home and take on the needs of the families and that child within the home, so we can use placement as a last resort.
Karen, thank you for that information, and Chris, any questions for Karen or John?
You're both very thorough.
Thank you. Mr. Kennedy, anything? Okay, thank you very much. Number 274 is Vocational and Psychological Services out of Butler County.
I'm gonna defer to Karen.
Vocational and Psychological Services, I believe we use for our PASS program, which is a tutoring program. It's an after-school tutoring program for any of our youth that are having difficulty, whether it be cyber school or in the school. They can have private tutors that we place into that, so we can make sure their grades are where they need to be and that they're passing school and getting on to the next grade.
Thank you for that information. That's helpful to know. Mr. Kennedy, questions?
This is a one-year contract for them, no matter how many we send them.
Yes, usually it depends. I don't know the exact number of youth. I know they ran it over the summertime too, that we had a few youth that were at home. They also work on our kids with, and I believe did you write that more with Lisa, where we kind of expanded the program to include like some type of project or actually learning program that they need to do at the same time. So should they be caught up in their work at that time, there is other things for them to work on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Chris, any questions? No? Okay, thank you so much. Now, John, it looks as though proposed resolution 275, which is CWIS data sharing, that would be separate from what we're just talking about, or am I mistaken?
That is a separate agreement related to data sharing.
So what I'd like to do, unless you strongly object or if my colleagues would disagree, I'd like to take the proposals we've discussed as a group, starting with number Resolution 266 up through and including 274, and then maybe vote on 275 separately, unless you feel we can incorporate it into the rest of it.
No, I think that's a wonderful suggestion.
Okay, thank you. Assuming Chris and Dan concur, gentlemen, would you one of you wish to make a motion for us to approve resolutions 266 up through and including 274?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you both. And before we vote, any last questions on these ones? No, Dan? Chris, anything? Okay, thank you. Ryan, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Now, with 275, this next one, would that involve our friends from JPO?
No.
Okay, strictly C-West. Ladies, you're welcome to stay, but if you have to move on.
All right, thank you very much. I apologize again.
It's quite all right. Thank you both. Have a good day.
You as well, thank you.
Thank you. Resolution 275 is a proposed agreement with CWIS Data Sharing. John, what information can you tell us about this organization and what we'll be doing here?
So CWIS, the Child Welfare Information System, that is the state. That is what people in the community may call at times Child Line. The data system that is used for the state to communicate with county agencies and to manage child welfare referrals is CWIS. And so at budget time, as we're in the process of submitting our 2026, 2027 needs-based budget, as part of that requirement, every year we have to renew our data sharing agreement with the Commonwealth.
So it's an annual vote that we take. This does look familiar.
That's correct. That would be a renewal of previous agreements around this time.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Mr. Sanada, any questions for Mr. Bound?
Nope.
Mr. Kennedy? None. Okay, thank you both. And John, thank you. This is resolution 275. May I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
John, always a pleasure.
Likewise.
Donald, we look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see more of you. And gentlemen, please, if you have to move along, that's fine. If you wish to stay, that's also fine.
Have a good day.
Thank you both. Take care. We have a couple of transfer requests. The district attorney's office is asking for a total transfer from within his budget of $1,400. It's all coming out of his travel expense line item. $52.13 is going towards association dues, and $1,347.87 is going towards land and building. I'll keep going unless there's any questions, gentlemen, because we only have one more. That's Mental Health and Developmental Services is asking for and this time of year this happens, this is not out of the ordinary. They move funds within some of the providers that they deal with. They're asking for a $150,000 transfer from mental health, I assume it's community residential?
Community residential.
Thank you, into the drug and alcohol line item. Those are the requests we have. I'm going to see if Mr. Kennedy has any questions.
None at all.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Sanada? Joe, you're comfortable with what we have?
Yes, yes, yes.
So may I have a motion to approve the requests of the district attorney and MHDS?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you both. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Couple of announcements. This board will reconvene 1 week from today, Tuesday, September 2 at 10 o'clock. In this room, it's open to the public. Tomorrow at 12 noon, the 7-member prison board will hold its monthly public meeting here in this room, August 27th. Mr. Sanada will be chairing that board. And in observance of Labor Day, the courthouse will be closed on Monday of next week, September 1. We wish everybody a safe, happy Labor Day weekend. Before I open it up for public comments, I do again want to apologize. There might be some folks in the room who drove here thinking we were gonna be taking some action, which we didn't, so my apologies. We appreciate your patience. But I will open the floor for any public comment, if anybody wishes to speak at this time. Hearing none, we thank you. Closing comments from my fellow commissioners. Mr. Kennedy.
I have none.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Sanada, anything as well? Okay, thank you. Joe or Ryan, anything we've overlooked?
No.
All righty. Well, thank you all for joining us today, and I thank my colleagues for their hard work, and I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion carried. This meeting is adjourned. Joe, I know you're not feeling well, but would you mind?
Well, absolutely. I'm fine.
Thank you, Joe.
Commissioners, I just want to make something, we were notified yesterday by Ms. Ryan
Oh,
that
okay,
there was not going to be any action.
okay.
We were going to be in the area, we had stopped by the library for some other business.